video. It's uncut, raw. I'm not going to go back and edit it. This video is a video of going over I-24 in Monteagle, and I'm going eastbound. I've already got a video going over westbound, but I've had a lot of people ask me, hey Sean, can you do a video of going over at westbound? How does that work? How is it? And oh my God, I'll show you. Eastbound's a lot steeper than the east. So y'all hang out with me for a minute, and it's definitely gonna be a journey over it. Y'all can see what it looks like. Now, it's nothing compared to Westco Mountains. I'll go ahead and disclaim that now, but it is one of the biggest mountains in the southeast, I can say, which is Monteagle, Tennessee. We're gonna be going over it in a 23 Peterbilt, brand new, automatic, and we're gonna see how these Jake brakes in this 23 Peterbilt handles. I already went over it today, so I know it handles pretty good, but I want to show y'all exactly how it handles and how you should drive and how you should act accordingly as a professional truck driver over this mountain. Alrighty, we're a few miles away from the start, so we'll give it a few minutes for people to come online. I started it a little earlier, so if you want to fast forward to the mountain, you more likely you can. Only a few minutes from the start, but after it goes a little bit. Right now, this is the live Tennessee. I appreciate y'all joining me. Appreciate you subscribing. Hey, listen, we're almost at 10,000 subscribers. I've been doing this for about 4 months now, and my birthday is Sunday. I'll be 42. My goal is to hit 10,000. We just hit 9,000 subscribers, so thank y'all. And I appreciate y'all doing that for me. Appreciate y'all watching. I hope I'm helping you out, and I'm hoping I'm bringing some positivity, and I'm hoping I'm teaching you some things about trucking life. That's why I call it Trucking Life with Sean. All right, so we're about a mile from that. I lost signal. So it says we're 49 miles from Chattanooga, 7 miles from the top. So at about a mile, we go. Always make sure when you're going through these mountains that you're not distracted. Make sure you have both hands on the steering wheel. Make sure you're not making you a fried bologna sandwich. Make sure you're not drinking, trying to pour yourself a cup of coffee or anything like that. Make sure you're always prepared in all situations, because even though you're a perfect driver, you never know what's going to happen. Another truck driver could flip going around these curves, and you can be prepared to stop at any moment. Okay, so we're about to go start the base up here. Base of the mountain. Anytime you're going up a mountain, if you fall below, I'd say 45 miles an hour, you put your flashers on. We're really light, so I'm going 65 right now, so I'm good. Automatic, and now we're starting up Monteagle. Mile marker 130 on I-24. Here we go, let's get it. All right, so take these curves pretty seriously. Don't just be flying around. And like I said, I'm light, so it's easy to, right now I'm trying to just get up the mountain, but I'm not, max speed. Right now I'm at 58 miles an hour. All trucks should be over here in the right lane unless you're passing. I may get over here in the left lane in a minute if I catch one of these heavier trucks going slower. But like I said, I'm going up the mountain, not down it. Man, it's a beautiful weather in Tennessee right now. It's 59 degrees. It's nice. Nice. All right, so I've got it maxed out right now at 57. Well, 57, this thing's maxed. What do we weigh? Do you remember what it was? It was light, wasn't it? Bill said 31,000. That's what we have in the box. About 31,000 in the box. All right, I'm having to slow down. There's somebody's coming around me, so I'm having to slow down. I got my blinker on if I get a chance. I've lost momentum. Don't want to hold a lot of people up, but let's see here. All right, there's nobody behind me in this left lane, so I'm going to try to get around this parade of trucks. I don't see any four-wheelers behind me at all, so if there was a bunch of four-wheelers coming up, I would just stay in that lane. Since there's not, I'm going to go ahead and get this lane since it should be lighter than these other people and get it done here. Y'all stick with me to the end of the video. When you get to the top up here, there's an automatic brake station you got to go into. I'm going to show you that, and then I'm going to show you what it's like to descend from the top. up a four-wheeler up on me now, so once I get up around this curve, I'll go ahead and miles an hour right now. All right, I got my blinker on. You want to do the 10-second rule. You basically want to keep the blinker on for at least 3 seconds, and then it should take you 7 seconds to actually cross. You want to look in your right mirror and follow it all the way through, just in case, even though that truck was way behind me, I wanted to make sure a four-wheeler didn't come running up beside you. When you're swapping lanes, always look in your mirror and follow it all the way through, because if you don't, somebody will come around you when you think there's nobody there, and they will, boom, they got you, you know what I'm saying? All right, so we're getting close to the top. Ooh, my ears popped. Your ears popped, Devin? Ain't popped yet?
I feel it though.
You start feeling the pressure in your ear, getting the elevations get a little higher. Again, nothing like the West Coast, nothing like that at all, but it is right here in the East Coast. It is one of the bigger mountains. And there's a lot of big mountains in West Virginia and North Carolina too. But it's a pretty decent sized mountain, pretty decent steep. Monteagle, Tennessee, y'all. This is a rest area right here. As soon as you pass this rest area, you're going to be up at the top. Once we get to the top of this mountain and we start to go down, there is a mandatory brake check, and I'm going to show you how we go through that. So you're up top. It's mandatory to check your brakes to make sure they're ready before you go down this mountain. All right, now we're officially at the top of Monteagle, so this is where it's going to even out a little bit. So there's a pilot truck stop up here. It's basically the only truck stop. You can get off right here at this Monteagle Swanee. And I do believe, it's been a minute since I've done it, but I do believe if you went over to the McDonald's, there's truck parking on the other side of the interstate. Don't hold me to that. It's been a while. All right, so yeah, we're on top of it now. Just joining me, we are now officially on the top of Monteagle. We're about to go through the mandatory brake check, and then we're going to go down, and I'm going to show y'all how to go down in a 23 Peterbilt automatic. I got to back up from this guy right here. We want to keep our distance. We don't want to get too close on him. I got my blinker on. I'm going to go around this guy here. All right, you got off anyway. Okay, this is the 135. This is where the pilot's at. There's a Wendy's in there and a, not a Dunkin' Donuts, is it, Devin? He thought he was stopping at Dunkin' Donuts the other day. It wasn't even a real Dunkin' Donuts. What was that, Dunkin' Donuts on demand?
Express Dunkin'.
Express Dunkin' Donuts. I try to stay away from the donuts anyway. But
I was trying to get an avocado toast.
An avocado toast. See what he's saying? He's trying to get avocado toast. I believe that, actually. Devin's pretty healthy. All right, so this is your truck inspection station, mandatory station right here. What this is, drivers, is you got to pull in here and you've got to come to a complete stop.
Is it an inspection station?
Well, you're supposed to just for inspect yourself. It's really not, they don't actually inspect you, but what it is, you've got two different ways you can go right here. You can go straight, you can go to the right, but basically you can come to a complete stop. It's to make sure that your brakes are good, because if you can't stop now,
You ain't stopping.
if they're smoking, you're supposed to pull over and check everything up. Brake adjustment area, if you need to adjust your brakes, which most people have automatic brake adjusters. I'm going to go here to the right, so that was kind of backing up a little bit. So now you can't pull over and sleep. I've slept here many a night. It's a great area to pull over and park too. So.
Hey, he's trucking.
Yep, I get it. All right. Right here is going to give you your runaway ramps. Runaway ramps, if y'all not familiar with that, that's if your truck is out of control, where to go. It says runaway ramp number 1 is at mile marker 138. The runaway ramp 2, it's open on mile marker 139. All right, so it's going to go red. I can do a complete stop, and it should turn green. All right, drivers, this is very important. What I'm about to do here in the next few minutes, I need to listen up. All right, now we're talking about an automatic here. I'm not in a 10-speed, so that's going to be a different training video. If you go look at Monteagle, on my other video, going down the other side, I explain how to drive in a 10-speed. All right, what you want to do is you want to put the Jake brake all the way on. And basically, you want to make sure you're at the right speed. This speed limit says 55, 45 for trucks. All right? So we're not going to go 45. Right now, I'm going 36. I've got my Jake brake on middle ways. You've got an advisory speed limit right here. Advisory is 70 to 75 pounds. You should be going 35 miles an hour, 75 to 80, 25. That's advisory speed. I've taken this mountain down 45 miles an hour a lot. Okay, here's what I do. I got the Jake brake on halfway. I'm not touching my brakes. It's holding me right now at 48, so I'm going to put it down a little lower. And I'm going to tap the brake just for a second to get it down to 45. It took me about 2 seconds. Now I'm down at 45 miles an hour. My Jake brake on the third level is holding me at 45. Now, if it was not holding me at 45, then I would have to get on the brakes a little bit. But the opposite to the game is to stay off the brakes. You don't want to burn them up. That's how people wreck. That's how people run off the mountains. They burn up. Now, I'm going to throw my flashers on so I'm going slower.
Brake failure.
Yeah, brake failure. You get brake failure, you're done.
Brake failure.
You talking about the brake stab?
No, I'm saying like when you use too much of your brakes.
Yeah, brake fade. You got brake fade, or they burn up your brakes or whatever. They'll start smoking, and then you can lose it. If you're ever in a situation, I've already done a 39 miles an hour going downhill, so this Jake brake is too strong. I'm going to put it back on the middle, and I'm actually going to give it a little more fuel, and I got it up to about 46, and I'm at the middle Jake brake, and it's holding. Now these guys going around me fast, they can go around me if they want to, I don't care. I'm going to be safe. I'm not worried about them. I'm worried about me. I'm trying to take care of myself. There's the runaway ramp over there. Y'all see that? If you're out of control and your brakes are gone, take that runaway ramp and save lives. The guy in Colorado, his brakes went out and he didn't stop. He ended up killing all those people. They gave him 100 years in prison. 100 years. But then the governor went back and got it reduced down to 10 years. But, it's serious. You don't want to take nobody's life. You don't want to live with that either. So, if your brakes are out of control now, if your brakes are totally out of control and you're getting too far, you could try to stop it and get off to a side at an even place and then let them cool off for a minute. The best thing to do is try to stop it. You know what I mean? But if y'all are asking me, does automatics work? Look, y'all, I'm not touching my brakes at all. And I am going down the mountain at a safe speed. No brakes. I've only had to give it fuel. Now, I'm lighter than normal, but if I was a little heavier, then I'll be using that third Jake brake. So the Jake brakes are working great on automatics. They work great. But if they didn't work great, then we'd have a different problem. Flashers on? Yeah. Yeah, they're on. Yeah, they're on. There's another runaway ramp right there. There you go, drivers. That's what it's like to go down Monteagle right here. If y'all wanted to know what it was like, be down it just here in the curve, but to bring it to y'all. Hope everything works out for you. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe, hit that like button.